William,
Yeah.
hey, welcome to Mythica month or week or whatever the fuck how this the schedule works now. Welcome to
I think
Mythica
it's-
theme.
I think, you know what? Sure, it's Mythica something. Okay,
Yeah.
it's Mythica something.
All right, William. So I need to tell you about a dream I had. We're starting Mythica theme by watching Mythica, a fantasy series movie, right? So I watch all of them. I watched like the first three in advance, and because of that, my dream got fucked up. I'm now having fantasy dreams. So I'm gonna pitch you a plot for a fantasy movie, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
so this is a fantasy movie set in Fantasyland, right? So you got kings, you got dragons, you got elves and dwarves, all right? So the story follows a hero who's recruited by the king that a great evil is returning, right? Basic plot summary, all right? All right, this is a basic plot. So he goes on his quest to recruit his party, right? Because that's how every fantasy, because you gotta get the party. So he go gets the mage,
Right.
He go gets the thief, he go gets the knife, and he go gets the final member of his team, okay? This is the selling point of my fantasy series. It's a guy with a gun. Okay, but hold on. Is that like a fantasy gun? Is that like some magic fantasy gun? It's just a regular modern day real life gun. But the premise of our fantasy series is that he's the only person in this universe with a gun. But everyone knows what a gun is and accepts it, and they don't question it. But here's the thing: no one else knows how to make a gun. They only know how to make bullets. So when they go to the blacksmith, like, I need bullets for the gun, and the blacksmith, who is a dwarf, is like, all right, I need the materials and everything. And that's just the entire premise. There's just a guy with a gun, and nobody questions it. It's just a he has a modern gun. So whenever they go fight the quest, I'm like, oh, we're surrounded. The guy just takes out a gun and shoots the enemy. They're like, oh, our problem is solved.
Holy shit! He just has a gun. A man with a gun in fantasy.
He just has a modern gun. No one questioned it. Everyone's accepted it. And there's no backstory to the gun. He just has the gun. Like the story is like, this is my weapon, a gun. That's it. So the entire movie is them just going through the quest. Through the generic fantasy quest. But the thing is, they just have a party member with a gun.
Holy shit!
That's just the gimmick. That's just the entire gimmick of my fantasy story. But here's the thing: when they finally fight the evil king lord, right? So the evil king lord is very powerful. And so do you know what happens? What the guy with the gun does?
Yeah.
He pulls out a second gun. He had the entire time. Like that's the entire movie. Except that he's the only one with a gun, and that there's only one gun. But at the end, he does the cool guy thing. God. So you know when people pull out the gun, they only pull out one gun, right? But he pulls out a secret hidden gun, and he does the double gun shooting against the king, against the evil force.
God.
And the force is like, oh fuck, I can't beat this. He has two guns. And that's it. That's the plot. That's just the entire premise of my stupid fantasy setting.
Like it wasn't just like oh, one gun, it's fine, two guns, oh shit.
Yeah, no one was prepared for the second gun.
God.
That's the hey, don't steal this idea. This is my original idea. We're gonna make a movie out of this, all right?
Oh my god, dude.
It's just the stupid plot. The stupid plot twist of the gun. This is a guy with a fucking gun. And the worst part is they all dress in like the stupid fantasy garb, right? They have fur coats and everything, but there's just a guy with a gun. That's it. They're just walking around, and you just see a guy walking around with a gun. This stupid fantasy world. It's so fucking stupid. The dream made no sense. Dude. I was so fucking confused. I was like, where the fuck does this guy have a gun? It's not explained whatsoever. It's not even explained. Like, we go through the backstory of every character, right? Like, oh, yeah, my thief. I'm the thief guy. This is my thief. But I was like, yeah, I'm just a guy with a gun. All right, cool.
he just has a gun. That's
he just has a gun. That's
it. Wow. Oh my god.
The entire gimmick. The entire gimmick of this fantasy series, this guy has a gun. We should pitch this to Arrowstorm Entertainment, the company behind Mythica. Oh, by the way, for research purposes, because the first time we have done research purposes, or I looked at the studio. All the studio does is make fantasy movies.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, huh.
I went to their website to look it up. Okay, no, they make some cheesy sci-fi movie, but I don't give a fuck. But their catalog is just really, it's just fantasy movie film in Ohio. That's just it.
In Ohio? I'm
I
pretty
don't know.
sure
It's
this one
probably
was in...
it's
This one was in
Ohio,
Utah.
Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's all the same states, all right.
No, it's not. They're not all the same states.
Okay, they're all the same states. But there you go. That's my plot. That's the pitch. That's what I'm gonna pitch to Arrowstorm Entertainment.
Jesus. Anyway, welcome to the SPOILERCAST for Mythica, A Quest for Heroes.
The
This
first
is how
Mythica.
we're starting out.
The first Mythica.
The
movie.
first Mythica, as I said.
Oh hey,
Well, maybe I didn't say
7,390 people like them on Facebook. That's good to know. Hold on, they have a contact. Can I? Oh, hold on. I
Facebook
can
still
contact to be an extra in their movie. Hey, you think they'll let Asian people be in this movie?
Yeah, to be fair, they
Oh
probably
no,
would.
they're filming Utah.
I mean, well,
Okay.
Utah. Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah. We'll say in Utah they're not that close-minded. They can't afford to be. So,
Let's see. Contest
But-
submit your reel or submit a log line. Oh, hold on. Oh, we can actually submit them a pitch. Oh, fuck.
wait, you can?
I
You can?
Wait, what's log line? Hold on. Let's submit a log line. That's a premise, right? That's
A
asking.
log line is oh God, I'm trying to remember. It's been a bit, but
Is a log.
a log line is something that it's a brief one sentence summary of like a film or a book or television
Let's
program,
see.
whatever.
Contact us. Submit your reel or submit a log line for fantasy and sci-fi films for review. Oh wait, I think we can only ask them for review materials. Damn, I can't submit to them my stupid plot.
Oh,
the worst part is
God.
I'm really dedicated to my stupid plot now. My stupid premise. I feel like this is a winner. All right.
To be honest, it's just so out there. I think it could work. You know, to be honest with you, like it really just depends on like if you're not taking yourself too seriously. Yeah, it
Yeah,
could work.
this is a stupid comedy film with a guy and a gun in a fantasy setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid, alright? Okay, I think we talked about a stupid fantasy setting movie. We should actually talk about Mythica right now.
Okay, so as
Get
per
over
usual,
I can't get over this stupid dream.
right? But as per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and read the plot synopsis that is found on the Wikipedia, so we can just get through
Oh,
this.
you're reading the entire
And
thing,
then-
including the advertisement blur that they put in?
No, I'm not reading the advertisement.
You know what the
blurb
worst
that's
part
been
is? So
put in
I
there.
looked at the Wikipedia page for the second movie in their series, Darkspore. It's an actual plot summary. And not if you look at the plot summary of Mythica 1 and Mythica 2, it's two completely different plot summary. It's very completely different. Look at the plot summary for Mythica 2 real quick, William. Wow,
Oh
you
man,
have,
these are spoilers. Well,
it's literally an actual plot summary. While Mythica 1 is just a fucking Wikipedia. It's just a fucking advertisement blur. It's so funny.
yeah, it's so odd. I don't know.
I don't know why someone went through the effort of writing an actual plot summary for Mythica 2, but they didn't write a plot summary for Mythica 1.
Maybe it gets better in Mythica 2. Maybe that's why that's the thing.
Oh, is that what happens? All right.
Hey man, maybe that is the case.
All right.
But
Don't worry.
anyway,
All right. Hey, don't worry. Wait, the plot summary for GUNTHICA will be better. All right.
GUNTHICA, you have a name and you're calling it GUNTHICA. God damn it. God damn it. So what is it gonna be? GUNTHICA, A Quest for Guns? Is this how it's gonna go?
Why would he be a quest for gun and there's only one
Because
gun?
how does he get the second gun?
No, he just has it. That's the thing.
Okay, fine. He just has it.
He
Alright.
already had the second gun the entire time. He just didn't show it. It's
Oh,
like how in anime,
okay.
how you don't use your secret move until you fight the boss. That's right.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
he had one gun the entire. He had two guns the entire time, but they don't talk about it. But they only knew.
Jesus.
But they only knew about one gun.
Alright.
Look, we'll flesh out this idea. All right, we'll flesh out Dantica.
Okay, so I
As we continue
guess,
watching Mythica.
yeah. This week we're gonna be fleshing out the story.
This week is Gunthicka week, alright? I'm just gonna take all of our audio, like what I did with the Final Fantasy VII remake. Every episode we're just gonna talk about Gunthicka, spend like 10 minutes talking about Gunthicka, and then I'm just gonna compile it together and make one fucking review about the premise,
Jesus.
alright?
Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna begin with the plot summary, so we'll just get
Talk about
through this.
Mythica now. We spent like
Okay, so-
10 minutes talking about something stupid.
I know. I mean, to be fair, this is the par for the course at this point, honestly, Austin. This is honestly par for the course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna begin right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says here,
die.
Thank you for letting me know, Austin. Okay, well, wait, is this just one? Oh no, it's two. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway, a young wannabe magician and slave girl (parentheses) Merrick dreams
that's
of
a stupid
escaping
way to
her
spell
job
Merrick,
life.
okay.
Yeah, Merrick dreams of this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fantasy way to spell Merrick.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think is Merrick a fantasy name in general? Or is it an actual name?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Well, not that. It's not. Well, that's when you spell like Marek. That's not a real way to spell Merrick.
well, yeah, who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know many. I don't know anyone called Merrick actually. So, there you go. Anyway, a young wannabe magician (parentheses) and slave girl (end parentheses), Merrick dreams of escaping her drab life and taking on exciting adventures while being taught by sorcerer Gojun Pai. Is that how you spell it?
Sure.
Or say it?
Sure.
We'll say that's how it is.
Yeah, we
When
call him
she meets-
Gojin Pie,
Gojun Pai.
like actual pie. His name is actually Pie.
But anyway, when she meets the help-seeking priestess, that's so odd. When she meets the help-seeking priestess Tila in Hammerhead's tavern, she offers her assistance, running away from her owner while beginning to use her magic abilities and using a gizmo to help her with her injured leg, and assembles a motley troupe consisting of herself and Tila, Thane, who is a former soldier/warrior, and rescued Merrick from a harassing Paragus Malister. Oh, he has a name. And Dagon, who is a half-elf, a thief, and womanizer. Together they go in search of Tila's sister, who is in possession of a mysterious stone that was taken from a temple of Tila's people, and that it is to be delivered in Sung Hill, who was kidnapped by a wild ogre surrounded by a few orcs who want the stone for their necromancer master. Man, it's a bit of a mess, this thing has been written.
And then the rest of the plot summary is just fucking random tidbits for no reason. That's not even part of the plot summary.
Yeah, I know, it's so odd.
It's so really. It's like this is something you put in development, but I guess they don't have enough for a development section. They just fucking
To be fair, the plot is rather bare bones, honestly. It's basically just as
yeah,
you're
just no guy with a gun walking around.
Yeah, there's no guy with a gun walking around, just shooting people, shooting the enemies, and stuff like that. So we don't get anything interesting like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or off-color as that.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, it's rather it's a generic plot for fantasy.
It's a generic fantasy. It's a basic fantasy movie. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't have a zinger like a guy with a gun walking around.
Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of this is just kind of set up for like the rest of the films. To be honest with you, because it's like they have a basic premise. They want to bring the cast together, and then they're like, okay, this is your first adventure. Go and do it. Then we'll get to the interesting stuff later. That's how it feels to me.
This movie was just a story building, world building movie. Because apparently this movie was part of a Kickstarter. Apparently, they reached their fund, so they got $94,000 out of this. So I guess that's cool. That's good for them.
Okay, Austin. All right, but that's the thing. It's like. It's because like it's very clear when you're watching the movie because there are some hanging plot threads that haven't been resolved by the end of this film, because in the beginning you basically have Tila and her sister and her people basically being invaded by orcs and an ogre, and you got the necromancer leader who kind of just shows up, and he's like,
wait, why does his name sound familiar? Matthew Mercer. What the fuck? I feel like he's been
Matthew
in
Mercer.
stuff.
Oh no, he's
a voice actor. That's why he's
a voice actor. Yeah,
he voices McCree. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he voices. It's Crom.
Yeah, he's a very very famous voice actor.
Oh.
He's also the DM for Critical Role. Very good show.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but sure. I heard of it, but I don't know what it is. I know it's just a D&D show with famous people, right?
No, it's basically voice actors playing a D&D game for our entertainment.
Oh, okay.
And it is really good. I do watch it a lot, but they're on hold because of the coronavirus.
Wait, hey, coronavirus is still a thing.
Yeah, thank you for that plug-in. But
just so we can date this video when people find us.
Look, man, every video we've been doing during this has been dated, okay? So I don't know what you mean.
You're right. I've already dated every video. I'm just dating it again.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Because in this, it's like you got the necromancer who wants the stone for whatever reason, and then I think he just goes off and does fuck all. I don't know what he does afterwards because you see him once and then he just doesn't
Oh,
show up again.
oh, Matthew Mercer is not listed in the cast credit on Wikipedia. I just realized that.
I mean, I don't think he was in the first one.
Oh,
I didn't see him at all.
I was looking at the Kickstarter page and they just had Matthew Mercer listed on it for their first movie. So was the Kickstarter for the franchise or for the first movie?
I think it might have been for the franchise because honestly, it's been spawning sequels, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, because from what I've seen in the film, I don't think they used a lot of the money because it's all been filmed on location, and it's not like they went anywhere else. And I mean, aside from maybe costuming and props, I don't think they really spent too much on this film. They probably saved it for everything else. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but it's. I mean, I didn't see too much because honestly, it's just a lot of physical.
Yeah, I went to the Wikipedia page. They had Matthew Mercer listed in the cast. You know, he doesn't. I think does he appear in the first? No, he appears like at the end, right?
I don't. Was that him in the end?
Was that the Dark Wizard guy that shows up at the end? Wait, I watched this movie like 2 times now, and I can barely remember the plot of this movie.
I know, but
this movie is super bare bones fantasy settings.
I mean, hold on. I'll take a moment to look it up. I'll actually go back to the film, and then we'll see if it actually pops up.
Oh.
But
yeah, I just went to I went to the Kickstarter page. You just had Matthew Mercer listed in the credits in the cast. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like so confused. I was like. Because I already watched the first 3 as I'm recording this video, so I know he's in the sequel at least. Oh.
Yeah, but if that's him, they didn't really show his face because his face is covered with this cloth.
Yeah.
So there's that. But to be honest with you, it's again a very generic movie. You got again as they said here, you got a young girl, a slave girl who wants to have a life full of exciting adventures and stuff, and then but she's also a slave, which is I guess is also a thing.
Gotta make her character seem relatable.
Yeah, but it's like while they have that, and she has the injured leg thing, which is like she has this limp in her leg, so she can't walk properly. But it's like they don't really use the thing is again this is more plot focused rather than character focused, which is kind of obvious because it's like there are a lot of moments where the character Merrick falls in love with with Dagon, who was the thief, and it just kind of happens. They just happen to get together, and it just doesn't feel like any real. It's like there's no real reason for them to get together. There's there's nothing that makes me think, oh yeah, these two would be a great couple. It just happens.
Yeah,
that's the thing with a lot of this. Things happen because they want it to happen. Oh yeah, this romance is gonna happen. This romance is gonna happen here, but there's no build up towards that romance. It's just nope, they're together now. That's it, and it's just like okay, they're here. They're on an adventure. They're doing the adventure.
Yeah,
and then they fight the orcs. They kill the orcs. They escape from said orcs. Then blah blah blah. It's just kind of meanders along. The only moments where I got really interested was possibly the bar scene.
Yeah.
Because you gotta it gives off that vibe of the Star Wars cantina scene. The cantina bar where you get to see a whole bunch of people just together. Just talking.
You see a bunch of characters just chilling around in this bar.
Yeah, they're all bounty hunters and stuff. They randomly kill a guy, and I guess that's just okay with everyone. Yeah. I don't know how that works out, but you know what? It's whatever. And then it's like probably the only interesting thing because there's a colorful cast of characters in there that everyone else can kind of play off of.
Yeah.
Especially with the dwarf character.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was a dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a dwarf character.
Yeah, and it's just okay, that's interesting, but then it just kind of that brings into a plot moment where Tila's like, "Oh, I'm looking for people to help me find rescue my sister." No one wants to do it, and of course, Merrick is going to be the one who wants to do it.
Oh yeah, and then everyone just shits on her. They're like, "Look at this fucking nerd."
Yeah, it's like she has magic. Throws her out. Like,
Yeah,
immediately afterwards.
people don't take magic seriously in this universe for some reason. It's like, oh, here's this magician, this magic character. It's like, I feel like having a mage character would be pretty good. It's not as exciting as having a gun character, but okay. But look, magic is just the gun of the fantasy worlds, all right?
Yeah, basically. But it's like, I really don't know why they're shitting on mages, because like they can bend the laws of physics to their will. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, they have bad CGI. They have bad CGI magic effect. What more could you want?
Oh my god, that's also the kind of the thing. Well, like to be honest with you, a lot of the physical like the costuming and the locations were fine enough as it was. Like honestly, like I like the costuming because and the I guess the makeup for the orcs and stuff that actually looks good, right? But some of the sets are like because again it's kind of in Utah, so
apparently
like,
we
and so like
this fantasy world is set in Utah.
Yeah, and so like the problem with that is also because I'm assuming when they were filming it, like a lot of it just has that filter to make it look dark, but you know it's like daytime and it just kind of distracts from everything.
Yeah.
You know, even when they're trying to go for like, oh, this is a different location here and that kind of stuff. It's just like it's just more distracting, honestly. Because
never mind. But did you notice the weird editing? There was a weird editing cut in this movie during the beginning of the movie.
No, in the beginning. What do you mean?
Not in the beginning. But when they introduced the night guy, like he's killing some people, and there was a weird editing cut in that scene. Did you notice that?
Well, which one? The first one when he's rescuing Merrick, or when Merrick was rescuing
I think when
him?
they free him, when he's in this cage, we see him fighting.
You're talking about when he goes down to stab the guy and it goes like, phew, that kind of thing.
Yeah, was that an intentional editing cut, or was that like?
I'm pretty sure that may have been intentional.
It's so fucking weird.
It's very odd.
I saw it.
And honestly,
I wasn't sure
with everything else.
If it was like some weird magic sword skill movement. It was so fucking awkward and out of nowhere. And then after they did it again, I wasn't sure if that was like an actual editing mistake or not. It was really off-putting out of nowhere because they haven't established him doing anything like that. It felt like they just left it on the editing bay. They forgot about it. Yeah.
It's very weird because he's just like. It's like he kind of stutters and it's just so very odd.
No, that's just him releasing his limiter, alright?
That's him releasing his limiter. Nice, dude.
Yeah. Also, there was like some weird things like there was like some weird props well, not like props, but like some weird effects. Like when they were talking in the snow, you can obviously tell that was fake. That was like just like snow effect that they put on the editing, because you don't ever see snow fall on any of their bodies during this. Like they're supposed to be in the middle of light snow, but at any point during their conversation between Merrick and Tila, I think that's you don't see Tila. Like snow particles fall on their clothes like oh man, it's snowing, but their hair and clothes are so nice. There's like no white speck. It was really
but to be fair, like, and I'm being fair, like being fair to them here. Again, they're filming in Utah. In Utah, I don't think it's Utah.
I'm pretty sure it snows in Utah. We saw snow.
I don't think it snows in. Yeah, but I don't think. First of all, I don't think it snows in Utah. I think it's in one of the warmer countries, warmer areas of the United States.
Oh, okay. To be fair, I never heard about Utah until me looking it up 10-20 minutes ago for trying to figure out where this was being filmed. All right.
I unfortunately know a little bit of Utah, but don't worry about it.
Nice. Now all your Utah knowledge can help us now.
My Utah knowledge is bare minimum. Okay.
Okay.
It's bare minimum, but like, yeah, it's just like it's just like they're in Utah. Of course it's not going to be. I don't think they really had a whole. I don't think they had enough money to maybe go through like production of a year or so to be able to afford to do that. You know.
Oh, you think this was filmed over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, dude? I don't know their fucking scheduling, but I mean, they're not gonna do a whole lot with just $94,000. To be honest with you.
Well, you could do it. You could do it not a lot with $94,000.
I mean, fair, but that was just like, again, it's Utah. They just like if for weather, like, I mean, a lot of it's just like like on-screen effects that they add for like the fire and stuff, because you know they can't afford to actually be too flashy with that stuff because they don't actually have the money for that. So that's kind of fine. But I mean, costuming is fine. The makeup is fine and stuff.
Yeah.
The sets could use some work, but it's in Utah, so that's kind of forgivable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame everything on Utah.
Utah's kind of shit.
Okay.
But I mean, I have for personal reasons for me, it's kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
But
that's the title of this video. Blame everything on Utah.
I mean, the acting is all right. Like again, it's not a very character driven story.
Yeah.
So if anything, the characters aren't really.
Yeah, everyone's believable.
Or the actors are. Yeah, the actors aren't really given much to really mess around with. They're just kind of like, oh, you know, we're moving along. We're just moving on to the next plot point, and then you know, you just act like this and you'll be fine, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, there's that, and it's I guess the acting is fine. The story is really where it's just kind of rather bland because again it's a very generic.
I mean, it's clearly established that
fantasy.
Tila in this series has a sister complex. All right.
Oh God, why are you bringing this up?
Look! Ever since everyone started jerking off to Kim Jong Un's anime dictator sister, all right, that's all that's been on my mind now.
God,
Hey, let's. Oh, that's how we can date this video, because we're talking about Kim Son-yoon. I think that's her name.
God. Look, man, I don't care what her name is. I'm just really just
Kim
like,
Yo-jun or whatever.
It's like this is like one of those moments where I just hate the fucking internet, you know? Because first of all, oh my God, like
let's go off tangent for a bit and talk about
Kim
Yo-jun.
But it's like the internet is thirsting over her so hard right now. It's reminding me of that time. You remember with the girl in Japan who stabbed her boyfriend to death?
Oh,
and
no.
And when
I thought you were talking about the one from like 7 years ago. The Natalia no.
Well, I mean, there is that Natalia Polanski. I might be saying this wrong.
Have you seen all the fan art of them fighting against each other?
I have not.
There's fan art of people drawing Natalia. Fucking, I can't.
Polanski. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen the art of that though.
Oh, there's fan art of that stuff where it's like Kill la Kill animation, dumb animation. It's so fucking funny.
But it's like, I mean, first of all, like, it's not as bad because at least with her, it was rather it wasn't so bad because she was just a politician, or to my understanding. But like, in here, first of all, people are thirsting over a potential dictator.
Yeah.
Okay.
My little dictator can't be this cute.
Oh my God! And basically, she's probably just as bad, if maybe not. Like we have, I don't know. If we've seen her in action
from what I read, she's way worse than Kim Jong Un because she's actually competent apparently. Well, that's Natalie Portman. That's where. How do you spell her name? I can't. How do you spell it? Natalia. That's Natalia. Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I think I have it here. If you wanted to wonder. Natalia Poklonskaya.
Just copy and paste the name in Discord so I can search it. So I can search for the stupid fan art. Just send me her name.
God.
I can't figure out how to type her name for some reason.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You go your tangent while I look up this. While I look up this anime fan art.
Yeah, but it's like the internet is thirsting over a goddamn fucking dictator who is essentially worse than the current one in North Korea. And oh my God, what did you send me? Oh, why? Oh no.
Okay. I can't find it, so it's gonna take me.
Okay, so that's gonna be the first of many that you're gonna be showing me, right?
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it's like it's honestly kind of. It's just as bad as when people were thirsting over the fucking for lack of a better term, because I don't know her name off the top of my head, the Japanese yandere girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the girl who essentially murdered her boyfriend, and then just because
I've never heard of this story until now. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I've heard of this story.
Okay, so it's basically this girl basically killed her fucking her fucking boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like real life, just like it's just a mess. Just stabbed him.
Yeah.
It was bad. I think she killed like it's like this happens in Tokyo. Like in Japan, it's like doesn't really have a lot of crime that happens there. To be honest.
Yeah.
And then you got this girl who basically who kills her boyfriend. It's a big thing in Tokyo, right? Because it's first of all, it's a fucking horrifying thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's understandably like, oh god, she just straight up murdered him out of what she said for love or whatever. It's just like,
here's my favorite one. All right, now keep going. I just fucking post fan art.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, fine, yeah, but. That's the thing, right?
To the Kim Yo Jun SPOILERCAST.
God, dude. But of course, there are pictures of her, right? And it releases onto the internet, and then you get it so that people then you get the internet thirsting over her and like making fan art of her.
Okay.
And then it gets to the point where I believe that this was a thing. Now I will have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure this actually happened, where people actually ended up raising money for her bail.
Oh,
and it actually reached. And it was. I hated. Like, that was the day I really hated the internet. That was the day I really, really fucking hated the internet. It's like, oh, she's like, oh, the internet's like, oh, she's so cute. Why can't I have a girlfriend like her? Like, God, it's like, oh, let's post her bail. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
This is really a thing. This is happening.
Oh. Okay, fair. That's a thing. All right.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah,
it's a thing, and I hate everything about the internet because of that.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Kim Yo is a cute is my cute little sister, so it's fine.
Oh my god, it was just like.
Alright, so back to Mythica real quick. One thing I want to add, I like how they use practical effects. So there's still obviously off-putting CGI because this is a low production company, right? So this is low, so you can obviously see bad CG like with the giant troll that they fought. But I still like how they did use practical effects in segments of the movie, like when they fought the spider thing, when they're in the spider cave, right? Right?
Yeah.
How they actually had like this giant spider prop, right? And it wasn't like just like some giant CG spider that they were fighting, because I remember when we were in the spider cave, how they actually had like this spider prop or whatever the fuck that they killed. So I was like, I admire that. I like how they actually did use practical. There were practical effects used in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So that was some good segments of the movie.
No, yeah, a lot of the practical effects were good, but it's the CGI that's off-putting, especially with like the big bloody ogre and the and I don't know what that thing was. The dog, I guess. It wasn't a dog.
Oh yeah, like the leopard, tiger, animal thing that just.
I know. It's kind of there, and it kind of just happens to, I guess, put some excitement into the bloody thing. But I'm like, you could just use the ogre.
Yeah.
You could have just used the ogre. I don't see the point in using the dog. But it's just like a lot of it would have been better if it was just more physical, like physical props than anything. Although, again, considering the money situation they have, I could understand if they chose CGI as a cheaper option. I can understand that, but it's just like I wish they used it like not as like as they're focusing on it like as a center, but more like you get glimpses of it, so it doesn't help distract from everything else.
Oh fuck! I died.
Are you playing something right now?
Yeah, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2 right now.
God damn it.
Alright, yeah, keep going.
But yeah, that's the thing, because honestly a lot of the CGI kind of distracts you from everything else because it's so obviously fake and stuff that it's just like I didn't need it. It's just it took me out of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, like some of the CGI stuff was pretty bad. Like the snake when they got this giant he conjured up like this like fire snake out of nowhere. Like, oh okay.
Oh yeah, but also we're really not establishing rules for magic here. Like I don't know what the
the worst is I don't know what her magic ability is. Like I don't know how much magic skill she has because at first when we first she only does like basic magic stuff. She only does like basic magic stuff, but then all of a sudden she could summon like this giant fucking fire snake out of nowhere. Wait, was it Meryl, or was it the priestess, or was it Tila? Where the fuck that character was?
Wait, for what?
That summoned the giant magic snake.
No, it was Merrick who summoned the giant magic snake.
So it's really weird how we don't know what her actual magic about. She does magic.
Yeah, because we know that she learned under like a magician, but it's like we don't know the extent of her powers. And from to my understanding, like it's like it's like we don't like you get her to see all this cool magic. So it's like okay, but why don't we know that you could have done this earlier? Why don't like I don't know. It's just like is she a good magician? Is she a bad magician? I don't know. She's just able to do magic. And I'm like okay,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's a thing because you don't properly establish a character's power level and stuff. I don't know. Because she is an apprentice.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's like really good or something, and it's just she's just able to do all this stuff. Also, I'm really wondering why she didn't use that when she was fighting the ogre, to distract the ogre. To be honest with you, because like that was the thing, like, oh well, this ogre is gonna try to kill all of you. Why don't you conjure the magic giant snake?
Yeah.
Then to distract it.
It was always clear that she wasn't near a source of fire. All right.
There was a big source of fire right there.
What,
okay.
Next to the ogre.
There was a fire raging in the bloody fucking thing.
Oh, okay. I probably remember that.
Yeah, the ogre made a fire. The ogre had a fire going. Okay, and I'm just like, why didn't you use it? Use it, distract it, or I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of character modes that they have in this movie.
Yeah.
Especially with Merrick. She's a slave. Her friend was a bit of a coward. She's abused by like she's abused by everyone basically in the beginning. Yeah. Which is like, man, this is unreal what I'm saying here. Yeah. But like, I was like, I can understand that this is why she would run away in the first place, but it's like you have a lot of character moments there, like where she's like, oh, she's had a lot of bad happen to her, and then you kind of ignore it, and then she's like, oh, I'm making a team. It's like, oh, then they have a brief discussion with Tila later on, like you have darkness inside you, like everyone else does, and
yeah. They're super setting up this whole darkness trick. It does come up, so
yeah. They're setting it up, but I wish we had something in the movie rather than just saying, "Oh, we're setting this up for you for later movies. We don't deal with this now." I'm like, and the thing is like because of that, and because they're planning stories later on, the story is like they go on a quest and they complete it. That's basically what you get. They just do
a very basic quest where nothing really happens.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because if you're not gonna make the first movie, if you're not gonna make it a complete story, then it's just like, here's what I mean, because it's a thing in video games too, where like you get a game company who makes a great game or something, right? Or maybe makes a mediocre game, and then they hint, oh yeah, there's gonna be a sequel, but of course that never comes up because the game didn't do well, or maybe something happened. I'm like. Then it's like, okay, so I'm left either wanting more or I'm left disappointed that I didn't finish. Yeah. And so then it just leaves me hanging in the dark. Right? And then that's kind of like what I'm getting with this movie. I mean, obviously by this point, as we know, there are other movies, and I'm assuming they completed the story. Yeah. But this movie should have had a whole story focused on its character development rather than just plotting for the next movie onwards. Because then you get a rather mundane story with hanging plot threads, where it's just like you kind of go through it, but then it's just not worth it, for the one movie. Because then you have to wait for the other ones. This is like, if anything, the movie should have been a self-contained story that would leave you satisfied and then wanting more. But then it shouldn't be like sequel baiting you, which this one does, and it's kind of annoying.
Wait, don't worry. That's how they get you. That's how they get you with your mysterious dark elf Matthew Mercer. Which I'm pretty sure. I'm still not even sure if that was actually Matthew Mercer at the end of that period at the end of that last sequence. I know he appears in the sequel because I've seen the sequels. But other than that, yeah.
Well, I have no idea. So
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean,
I'll find out.
Yeah, like, they set up these characters, like, I mean, like, also they set up Merrick with, like, the slip, but it doesn't really fucking mean anything throughout this movie, which is kind of really weird for me, honestly, right? Because they said, like, oh, yeah, she has a limp. Then I was like, okay, she has a limp. I was like, oh, okay. Oh. I was like,
yeah.
I thought they were gonna use like that disadvantage more, but I guess they weren't gonna do anything with it. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It's just like you don't get like you get character moments, but then you don't. They don't really do anything with those character moments, and it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, like they set up like she like this male character has a limp, but they don't do anything. Like the only thing we really get is this fucking Tila character who just be like, yeah, I need my sister, and then we get some fucking random cutscene of an owl and a goddess halfway near the end of the movie that shows out of nowhere. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck's with this goddess that just fucking shows up? She has a fucking magic vision of a goddess. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. It's just I don't know. It feels unfinished.
Yeah.
That's probably my problem with it, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So wait, hey, wait, do you know what would have not felt unfinished?
What?
GUNTHICA.
Oh my god! I should have figured we were gonna go back to that.
This story is A plus, all right. We just have to work on the details, right? We have to actually. To be fair, I don't think we have to work on anything. It's literally just a basic fantasy plot. That's it. But the guy just has a gun. That's all you have.
He just has a gun.
He just has a gun. That's all you need. All right. I think that's pretty much it for Mythica 1. It's a pretty bare bones story of them doing fucking fantasy shit, and that's it.
Yeah, but maybe it gets better later on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. After watching the second, third, it does get better. There's more stuff that happens, so it feels pretty. It feels better. This is literally just a world building. This is just a startup movie where it's just bare bones for you to get like, okay, that's cool. If they do more, it'll be better.
Oh, thank God.
All right. I think that's it. Wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
See you for part 2 of our GUNTHICA discussion.
God damn it.
All right. Kate, thanks. Bye.